Hello and welcome to another in our series of product reviews and technology discussions of assistive technologies on wireless devices. I'm Ben Lippincott of the Wireless Rehabilitation Engineering Research Center. I'm also co-editor of mywirelessreview.com, an online community portal for the wireless RARC. I'm here today with John Rempel, the assistive technology instructor for the Center for the Visually Impaired in Atlanta. And we're going to talk to you a little bit today about the Nokia Magnifier.
All right. I have here the N95 Nokia phone, and it has the Nokia Magnifier installed on it currently. And I'm just going to do a little demonstration and product review on this device. It's a free download, and it actually is fairly simple to activate on this phone. So I've turned it on, and I push the little diamond shaped button here, and it will activate the choices, and it takes a moment. And what I'm going to do is demonstrate how this works here. This magnifier has a number of options to it. It has the higher contrast option. It also has the inverted colors, in other words, black text on white background, white text on a black background. And I've got a CVI newsletter here that I'm going to demonstrate. Now, as I was reviewing this, don't do what I did. It's very important to have the lens open. Okay, most cell phones don't have a separate shutter open and close, so it's very important to keep the lens open. All right, now, so I'm loading it right now, and it's not so much important that you can see the details of it, because I'm going to be discussing that. The camera is not going to be able to pick up all the details. What I want to do is identify specific text on the screen or on this page. So what I need to do is press the OK button on the cell phone so it actually focuses. And once it vibrates, you may have heard the little vibration, it actually focuses. Now, I don't know how well the camera is picking that up, but the contrast level is not the greatest. The viewable area is relatively small. So there are pros and cons to this. Some of the pros to it is a free download. It's also very portable. The majority of the population do have cell phones with them. So if a person is in a restaurant, if they need to possibly read an amount on a bill, this is a very effective device. The downside to it is that there's a significant amount of auxiliary lighting that's needed in order to get the higher contrast on it. In other words, the sharper black on white or white on black doesn't show up as well without a great deal of light. Also, as you can see, the viewable screen on this is very small. So even with this newsletter I'm looking at, we're only getting 2 to 3 words on the screen itself. So it's good for spot reading. It's not good for reading a book on a bus or train. It's not good for reading any sort of large amounts of text. But like I said, it's good for spot reading, maybe the price tag on something, or the amount that a bill has, the amount on a bill. So there are some disadvantages to that, and those are some of them. Also, for a person that doesn't have really good fine motor skills, there's a certain amount of coordination that's needed to keep this phone at a specific distance away from the viewable item. So if it's too far, it'll be blurred. If it's too close, it'll be blurred. Person has to maintain that focal point fairly closely in order for it to work effectively. Now, there are other options available. Like I said, this is portable, but there's also things like stand magnifiers with their own light source, which allows reading and also doesn't rely on any sort of auxiliary lighting. Okay, there's also portable hand magnifiers as well, which do a fairly good job. Although these are portable, there are also more items to carry, and that's one of the greatest advantages to the cell phone's magnifier. Is you already have a cell phone. To have a magnifier built into it creates a greater amount of portability. It's not perfected yet. There's a lot of things that could still be fine-tuned on it, but it certainly serves a purpose for a certain population. For people that need larger than 4 or 5 times magnification, this wouldn't be the product. For a person that needs a high level of contrast, this wouldn't be the product. For a person that has difficulties with fine motor skills, focusing this to the optimal focal point, this probably wouldn't be the optimal product to use. But it's another tool, and it's a tool that could serve a specific purpose in specific situations for some populations.
Thank you, John, for your insights on the Nokia Magnifier. If you'd like to find more information about this product, we actually have it downloaded onto the Nokia N95. It's available on some select other models, but if you go to betalabs.nokia.com, it will list all the compatible models of devices, and it will also offer you download instructions on that website. Again, that website is www.betalabs.com.